My life on the holy mountain was prayer, joy, and obedience to my elders from 1918 to 1925. Hello everyone, my name is Mama Prospiring, and I'm here with another book summary. Last time we stepped into the story of a young novice who arrived on Mount Athos not with wisdom or knowledge, but with a heart wide open. Today we continue that story and meet the holy men who shaped his life, Father Pantaleon and the confessor and Father Dionysius. When he first came to the holy mountain, he couldn't read properly. "Can you read?" they asked gently. "A little," he replied. But that little was enough. Under their care, he dove into the Psalter, the Gospels, and the hymns, not to impress anyone, but to know God. His tongue loosened through constant prayer and reading. He began in weakness and became strong. What was his weakness became his strength. His elders, especially Father Pantaleon and Father Ionichus, were firm but full of hidden love. He began to obey them, not out of fear, but because he genuinely loved them. They only had to speak once, and he remembered forever. "Wash your hands before church," they said. Then on, he washed before everything, before prayer, before meals, before work, not just his hands, but his heart. One unforgettable night, Father Ionichus came and said, "Wake up, get dressed, we're going to church." As they arrived at the chapel of the Holy Trinity, the young monk stood frozen, overwhelmed by the candlelight, the scent of incense, and the holy stillness. "Take my hand," Father Ionichus said, and hand in hand, they stepped forward, kissed the icons, and that moment never left him. But even in paradise, the heart can ache. He missed his parents. He longed to bring his cousins to the holy mountain. These thoughts made him pale and withdrawn. One day, Father Ionichus noticed. "What's wrong, my boy?" he asked. And when the novice finally poured out his heart, the heaviness lifted. Joy returned. He even laughed later, saying, "I became handsome, not because he tried to, but because joy had changed his face." He watched Father Pantaleon carefully. The father never spoke of himself, never mentioned where he was from, or even his last name. He simply worked and prayed. Yet the young monk felt deeply joined to him. "My heart was his heart," he said. "Just watching him gave me grace." That's the kind of holiness words can't teach. Only presence can transmit. He learned wood carving, scripture, and the Jesus prayer. He prayed with tears, sang with joy, and served without stopping. One day, walking into the path to St. Nifon's chapel, he stopped, raised his hands, and began to preach aloud, not to people, just to the sea. The words of the gospel flowed from him like fire. No one heard except the sky, but it was real. He never wanted to be still. He ran everywhere, fetched water, gathered wood, chopped trees, walked with his hands, and prayed with his heart. When he was in pain, he would joke, "You old donkey," and push on. Even when his elders gave him conflicting instructions, moving stones one day, moving them back the next, he didn't complain. He just bowed and obeyed, seeing each moment as a gift. That was his life, not grand, not famous, just simple obedience, deep love, and hidden joy. And yet, it shaped him more than any sermon could. As he once said, this life is truly angelic. Thank you so much for staying with me till the end of today's summary. If this story moved you, share it with someone who needs to be reminded that grace often comes not in noise, but in stillness, not in greatness, but in love. For questions, suggestions, and the written form of this summary, you could reach us at christianbooksummaries1@gmail.com. Until next time, walk gently and pray deeply.